So it's dead. D-E-D, dead. If you know what movie that came from, drop it in the comments below. You get a little like, the thumb, no, the heart thingy. Hey everybody, Logan here. Xbox 360 is officially dead. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, who cares? No, actually, a lot of people do. We do. The Xbox 360 was definitely in my top 5 favorite consoles of all time. Why? Halo really hit the stride there with Halo 3, Halo Reach, man, and Halo 3 ODST, fantastic games in the series, Halo Wars. And then you had the almighty Gears of War. Gears of War started on the Xbox 360, one of my favorite series of all time, with two of my favorite characters. I love Marcus Phoenix, but Dominic Santiago, that's my boy. And then Baird. Love Baird. Love the series is fantastic until Gears 5. Gears 5 is probably the worst thing that's Gears Judgment. Gears of War Judgment is better than Gears 5, in my opinion. But hey, really liked 4. But the 360 really had it. Crackdown 2. I love those games. Forza really hit its stride. Forza Horizon. Fable 3. Oh, love that game. Oh, remember Perfect Dark? A lot of people launch title, but hey, it's got a place in my heart. Dead or Alive 3. Come on, the Xbox 360 was the place to play. If you're playing anything, you're playing it on Xbox 360. Those days are finally come to an end. Didn't even make 20 years. Didn't even make 20 years. 360 came out in 2005. I remember I was working at EB at the time. How about that? Anybody remember Electronics Boutique? Yeah, I was working their launch night. Wow, what an event. I was working at a rather small one. We weren't that big, but we had a line down the strip. It was fantastic. I remember those days. Memories. What's your favorite Xbox 360 memory? Before we get into all that, let's get in the news and let's talk about why and what's going on and what Microsoft says about it. So this article comes from, hey, take a guess. I wasn't going to do the official Xbox one, but it's not fun. Xbox Wire. Really like this site. Sorry, not Xbox Wire. Pure Xbox. My mistake. Xbox Wire is the official Xbox one. That's the one I was looking at earlier today. Microsoft announces the Xbox 360 store will close in July 2024. So that's a shame. So you got a little bit of time. You got about a year. Quote, we are focused on making Xbox Series XS the best place to play. I guess they're thinking that people are still stuck on Xbox 360 and haven't wanted to make the jump to, oh wait, Xbox One? Very few people I know that are playing Xbox 360. What I recently did before this was all announced, maybe about a year ago, I booted up I have an Xbox 360E with a 500 gig hard drive, and I went and I just re-downloaded everything. Now, one thing is, I will tell you now before we go any further, if you have an Xbox 360, or if you had an Xbox 360 and you had a lot of these rare games like Turtles in Time Reshelled, that one, for example, you can't get on Xbox One or Series X or Series S. You need to have a 360. So I have all these downloaded. I am hoping if the store closes, the console will still be able to connect to Xbox Live, because we know Microsoft has a thing where if you're not online and you have downloaded games, it needs to check to see if you actually own them. So you may not be able to play them. If that's the case, we're going to have a problem, Microsoft. Not like we haven't had any lately. I'm rambling. Microsoft has announced today that the Xbox 360 store will officially be closing July 29th, 2024. After this point, you'll be unable to purchase new games, DLC, and other entertainment content from the Xbox 360 marketplace. Quote, on July 29th, 2024, Xbox will stop supporting the ability to purchase new games, DLC, and other entertainment content from the Xbox 360 store on the console and the Xbox 360 marketplace. Related to the change, the Microsoft Movies and TV app will no longer function on Xbox 360, which means TV and movie content will no longer be viewable on Xbox 360 after July 29th, 2024. End quote. Now, we have another problem there. Why? Because I've purchased back in the day, in the heyday of TNA wrestling and Smallville's final season and the show Jericho, if you guys ever watch that, I have a lot of them on there. And some of them don't carry over, especially the episodes of TNA Impact, to Xbox One or Xbox Series XS. So if I want to watch those, I have to go back and watch them on my 360, which I do from time to time. My 360 was actually connected in my arcade, and then I moved it to the living room when my Series S died. Yeah, my 360 outlasted the Series S. Go figure. So I can't watch those episodes anymore. And yes, I do from time to time. Why? Because I'm in them. What? Yes, because I used to go to them quite a bit. So I'm sitting around the ringside all the time, standing on a lot of the episodes. So I go back and, relive those memories through those episodes. And now I'm not going to be able to do it. But hey, did you know if you have a PS5 and you purchased video content on your PS3, those still come up? I have a movie, Final Fantasy, Spirits Within. Yeah. Purchased on PlayStation 3. I could still watch it on my PlayStation 5. Ha! Oh, Sony did it, but not Microsoft. This is something that bothers me quite a bit. Despite the closure, you'll still be able to play Xbox 360 games and DLC you've already purchased, which includes the ability to re-download that content in the future. There we go. Backwards compatible titles will also remain purchasable on the modern Xbox store if they are available on there. Hundreds of them already are. That we knew. Well, that's good. It's just for how long? That's the problem. How long? Online multiplayer won't be affected by this, and even cloud saves will remain. So basically, it's just the actual Xbox 360 marketplace that's shutting down in July of next year, along with Microsoft Movies and TV app. Okay. But what about licenses? Yes, if there's no store, will there be license verification if the store does not exist? That is my question. Yes, you can re-download it, but what about those games? Like I lost Double Dragon. They had a Xbox Live version of Double Dragon way back in the day. It was removed from the marketplace. I had it. It took away my license for it, so I could only play the demo, even though I purchased the full game. And the way I know that, I still have my achievements for it. I went back to play it a number of years ago, and then I went, why does it say demo? Because they removed the license. That's what I'm worried about with this. Just because they say you can do it, with the store being gone, will the licenses remain? Common sense would say yes. But with these instances that we've seen with Microsoft doing weird things like this, it's questionable. So, yeah. Quote, a lot has changed since the Xbox 360 launched in 2005. Technology has evolved, expectations from players have shifted, and we are focused on making Xbox Series XS the best place to play now in the future. That is not true, because they're so focused on putting Game Pass everywhere. So that's a lie. What has not changed is our commitment to preserving your ability to play content you have already purchased on your preferred device. You see, they took out the word console. They didn't say console, which means we are committed to supporting Xbox 360 gameplay for the foreseeable future. And you will still be able to play and re-download previously purchased content and connect with friends. But what about the games that you are removing or have specific licenses? I.e. my Double Dragon game. Why can't I still play that? What about those Turtles games that I have? Out of the Shadows. What about that? Are we going to keep the licenses because they're One's Ubisoft, one's Activision, and now who knows who's running that. So what's the issue? What's the issue? Come on. So here's a little headline. Backwards compatible games will remain purchasable after Xbox 360 store closure. That's good. As you can see, this has got me a little heated, but this is not the first time Microsoft has had me a little heated in the last year or two. Microsoft has been making all kinds of decisions that, this one I understand. I understand closing down a marketplace for a console that's now about almost 20 years old. I get that. I get it. It's just in an era where a lot of our games are digital and some of them won't come over, you better make sure that these online marketplaces, whether purchasable or not, still has those licenses for us as gamers that are now up in our late 30s, early 40s, some even in their 50s, still have the ability to play those games that they so enjoy and they paid good money for. Not bad money, good money for. So this is kind of a rant. A little frustrating today. A lot of things have been a little frustrating today, but hey, what do you guys think about this? Drop it in the comments below. Does this bother you? What about Rock Band? What about Guitar Hero? That sucks that you're not going to be able to do anything with those anymore. Download all your music, if for the ones that even have the stores open, because I know certain versions of those games close their digital stores already. So make sure you do that too if you have those games. I wish these things were future-proof instead of just halfway future-proofed. Not so future-proofed, kind of future-proofed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Drop your rants in the comments below because I know that's what a lot of people are going to do. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.